You done slanderize my name. You done lost your mind, ain't got time for all these games, bitch. You got the wrong bitch, bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. Cause I bite my tongue for no wizard. I fight with fire in a snow blizzard. I tell that emerald sit down. If I'm sitting down, we got cold lizards like it's Wiz business. That's a silent eye, and I'll be silent the day I see motherfucking monkeys fly.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So tonight's video is going to be obviously a spa night chit chat video, but what I want to do with this one is instead of doing like a bunch of different topics at once, I want to try to focus on one topic. That way we can go in depth and focus on the one topic, and I can talk to you guys in depth about it in the comment section. I turned the main light off because I felt like it was really harsh, so we're a lot more relaxed now. We're just winding down for the night, and I feel like this is like the chill area we need to be in as far as lighting, so hope you guys don't mind. But like I was saying, I just wanted to focus on the one topic and get in depth with the topic, and that way it's more of a focused conversation down below. Alright, so for today's video, I am very excited because I have two new products. I'm not going to use both of them, but I want to show you guys both of them just because I want you guys to see it. You guys know my all-time favorite like face mask line is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful line. You guys know here on my channel also that I am in love and will swear by to my dying day the avocado and oatmeal clay mask. That stuff works wonders for my skin personally. I absolutely love the Freeman Feeling Beautiful brand, and because of that I saw these two new masks before I left New York at the Rite Aid. I have the Clearing Sweet Tea and Lemon Peel Off Clay Mask, which I'm going to be using for today's video, and then they also came out with a cleansing apple cider vinegar clay mask and scrub. I am very excited to try these two new products. I'm going to use this one for today because I'm noticing a couple of impurities that are trying to come to the surface, so I'm like, no girl, go bye. But as you can see from the title, today's topic is about James Charles. Now, I don't know if you guys had seen him posting this on Twitter. This really wasn't something that made the rounds in the drama community, to be honest. I didn't really see anyone talk about it, but because I'm someone who is so in love with music and I have such a deep understanding of it, I grew up around it. My dad's a musician, my mom is kind of a musician, my brother is a musician right now who is actually touring the South Florida area with his new band East of Eden, which I'll put their link down below. Music has always been something that has definitely been a big influence in my life. It was my first love. All my tattoos that I have are all song lyrics. I just, something about music I have a personal deep appreciation for, and I just, when I saw this tweet, instantaneously I was like, wow, you're a dick. Alright, so the mask is on. It smells so beautiful. It smells very florally, not too pungent though, where it's gonna like mess up with your senses if you're very sensitive with smell. It just smells very clean, and I love it so much. So, very excited about this mask. Once again, this is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful. I will have a link down below if I remember to do it. The Clearing Sweet Tea and Lemon Peel Off Clay Mask. I have to be honest with you guys, I have neither a love nor hate relationship with James Charles. I'm someone who kind of just tolerates him, and because I do drama or like beauty videos here on YouTube, as you guys know, I do follow him on Twitter. I follow a lot of the influencers that I can kind of handle or deal with, because obviously Twitter is where most of the drama pops off. And so this was one of the days where I was just strolling through Twitter and I came across this tweet, which I will put up right here. Now, of course, his fans went to his defense because some people like me who have always had a strong connection to music, which I'm very surprised he reacted this way, because he is someone who sings. He has been very vocal, literally, about his love for singing, and he can sing. The dude has a fucking beautiful ass voice. So, I mean, it just kind of surprised me that he would come off this way in a tweet, and it kind of sounded kind of shitty and kind of shady to say. However, going back to my original point, people were taking it one of two ways. Either you agree with him or you didn't, and I'm obviously on the side of people who are just like, why be that D-bag? You know what I mean? his fans were going to his defense against people like me saying it was a joke, but come on, dude. Nothing. I don't see that as a joke. I see that as him just trying to be shady to all the wrong people, in my opinion. Now, as I stated earlier, it was very surprising to see him go down that route because he is someone, like I said, who's been very vocal about his love of singing, and he's very, very talented in singing as well. But it just is one of those things where this tweet only showcased how uninformed he is as to how important music is to a lot of people, including myself. I'll go deeper into my own story, my sob story, in his words, if you will, about the song that has gotten me through a lot of bullshit as far as my life. You guys know I've talked about it a couple videos ago about my life growing up. It really hasn't been that easy. Didn't have the easiest childhood, was very, very sheltered in some aspects, and then towards like my teen years I became kind of an asshole. But there was this one song in particular that I'll go into in depth in a couple of minutes that really kind of just got me through like the worst parts of my life from a very young age up until this point now, even as an adult. Now, James was obviously called out by a couple people saying, you know, be happy you've never had, or you never felt like you had to rely only on music. You always had people who were available to you, who would listen to you and didn't judge you for the things that you did, the lifestyle choices you decided to make for yourself. And I mean, it's one of those things where I can't judge him because I don't know him from Adam. Gotta be honest with you guys. I don't really care to get to know him. I find him to be very pretentious, especially in situations like this, where he just came off sounding very insensitive. And a lot of people took offense to it. And I guess some people can be like, okay, well, don't be a fucking snowflake. But listen, when it comes to things like this, I am extraordinarily passionate about my love of music, and I know what it did for me through my hardest times. So when he goes as far as saying something as disrespectful as this about people on these talent shows, which yes, I understand in some cases it can be a little bit too much when they just bombard you with all these people's sob stories. I get it, but to me, what makes these sob stories in his eyes so remarkable is that all these people, despite the fact that they're all from different backgrounds, different religions, different parts of the world, the country, different states, different cities, different walks of life, the one thing they all had in common was they found solace and safety and comfort and just a peace of mind in their shared love of music, and they showcase it on these shows. And it's one of those things where I could never be in his position, sitting in his expensive ass LA apartment with his 3+ million subscribers, successful at a very young age, living his dream. You know what I mean? Like, he has accomplished everything he wanted to accomplish. He did what he had to do to get to where he had to get to it. And he's sitting there judging these people and saying all this bullshit about their sob stories and making these snide remarks about it, when all they're doing, it's not their fault that these TV shows do what they do in order to get their ratings up. We all know that, you know what I mean? It is by no means the contestants' fault that these shows pick and choose to put in the saddest part of people's life stories. Do I appreciate the sadness of it in some aspects? Absolutely, because especially the person is like, oh my god, mind-blowingly talented. Like, wig flew off into the fucking universe. Like, not even our universe, into alternate universes, okay? So fucking good. And there have been a lot of them that I've seen that I've gotten through, thankfully. But it's not their fault that these producers choose to put the saddest parts of these people's life story, their backstory, into these TV shows. But at the same time, I appreciate it because it only shows the struggles they went through to get to this point. They fought through these life-threatening illnesses, went through situations in their life that were very traumatic, had to stop music for a little while to push through the hardest times of their lives, but they picked it back up when things started to get better for them. Like, I love hearing about those kind of things because it only makes that artist that much more intriguing. It makes them more relatable, you know what I mean? And it makes them succeeding so much more sweeter because they battled so many different things to get to that point. However, on the other hand, it's one of those things where, once again, when I auditioned for American Idol, now don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying that I should have made it like I am the God's gift to green earth vocally by any means, no, by no stretch of the imagination am I somebody that is that, you know, worthy of a spot on those TV shows. There are so many people who are so much more talented than I am that deserve the chance to compete on that show. And one girl in particular that I will never, I honestly, guys, this is the reason I do not watch shows like that for the most part. The one saddest thing that I remember from my audition was there was this girl who went before me, who I swear to God was Ariana Grande as far as like vocals and her vocal styling before Ariana Grande was Ariana Grande. Like, this girl was so talented. Like, oh, when I heard her sing, I was like, it was an ego shot to me. Like, I was after her and I didn't even want to go because I felt so embarrassed. I was like, why would I even compete with that? But this poor girl, despite the fact that she had blown this song out of the water, I forget what song it was now, it's been years since the audition, but despite the fact that she blew this shit up, and like, my wig, like, if Katie's was in orbit, mine was in a different fucking dimension in the universe. Like, not even in our universe, it was in another fucking alternate universe. It was so fucking far gone. This girl blew it out of the water, but they said no to her. Then I auditioned. Obviously, I was definitely a no. But after both of us went, we actually started talking after we both got rejected, going out towards the door, and we turned around and watched this lady behind us because we were thinking, okay, you know, this is gonna be one of those joke people. And it was someone who was dressed in a chicken outfit, and they clucked their song and they got through. And I was like, what the fuck? I could not believe, she couldn't believe it. And to us, that was one of those things where we were just like, wow, what a fucking farce. What a shitty ass show that you would, and not even, I don't give a fuck about me at this point. I was mad for her because, like I said, guys, she had the most beautiful voice I've ever heard in my entire life until Ariana Grande. But this girl was so talented and they said no to her, but allowed this dumbass bitch in a chicken suit to go through, clucking her fucking ridiculous ass song. I was so mad. So in some aspects, I understand what James is saying, but the way that it came off was very, very insensitive, and it was very much towards the contestants themselves as I took it. People who have gone through these like hard times, who have battled these life-threatening diseases in some cases, who have done whatever they could and gave up whatever they could to get to that point in their lives, and they're just trying to chase their dreams, much like what he was doing a couple years back before he blew up out of nowhere, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it's just me being sensitive or maybe a little bit biased because of my attachment to music. And by the way, I'll give you my personal account before we leave. The one song that got me through the hardest times of my life was the song Stay Together for the Kids by Blink-182. If you've never heard it, I will have it linked down below for you guys. But this song was a song that got me through one of the hardest points of my life, which was meeting my mom for the first time after fucking years of not even knowing this woman existed. It's one of those songs where every lyric applied perfectly to everything that I was going through. And so as a kid, I'd always listen to the song on my little, you know, my little CD, my Walkman CD player. I listened to it in my room. It sounds so emo. I listened to it in my room and just start crying because I wanted so badly for my parents to work things out and be together for us, for my brother and I, because I felt like a lot of what we went through as far as hardships in our life wouldn't have been that bad, at least, if she had at least stayed around and been in our lives with us, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start peeling this shit off my face because we're close to the end here now. But anyways, like I was saying, I would listen to it in my room and I would just write in my journal and cry. And I know that sounds so sad, but that was the reality of my life back then. Now I have to admit, one of the best nights of my life was the night that I was finally able to see Blink-182 live. And it wasn't with the original three. Unfortunately, Tom DeLonge is no longer in Blink-182, which makes me fucking cry. However, I was finally able to see Blink live a couple years back, and one of the first songs they played was Stay Together for the Kids. Let me tell you how many people, just like me, when that song started playing, I bawled my eyes out. I hadn't cried over the song in a long time. It always gives me that sad, I'm kind of sad. But I really had not cried while listening to the song in such a long time. However, seeing them live and performing it live blew my mind to the point where I could not hold it in. And one of the most magical things about this song, about this night, was the fact that there are people who were next to me who, in that same instant as me, started to cry as well. And I don't know these people from Adam and Eve, had no idea who the fuck they were, but there was this huge group of people that I was involved in who just all hug each other, just were there for each other, comforting each other. Like, it was one of the most incredible things I think I've ever been involved in, I've ever witnessed, and it's only a testament to how amazing and important music is to some people. You know what I mean? It was the best night of my life, seeing that song performed live, because it gave me a sense of closure, if you will, because it was one of those things where I've only ever listened to it, in headphones or in my car or whatever the case may be, but seeing a song performed live is incredible. One of my all-time favorite quotes that talks about the importance of music in people's lives, and it's another testament to how important music is to some people, is from a man named Dave Grohl. You may know him as the lead singer of the Foo Fighters, but he was actually the drummer for Nirvana years ago when that was still a relevant band, which it still is to this day. I still fucking love Nirvana, fuck yeah. But one of the quotes that it always sticks in my head is, I'm gonna loosely quote it because I don't really know the exact quote. If I can find it, I'll put it up here. But he says, one of the best things about performing in front of 56,000 people is the fact that you're gonna sing your music and sing these songs to these 56,000 people, and they're gonna sing it right back to you for 56,000 different reasons. And that speaks to me on such a different level. And so when I saw this tweet by James, I was like, how could you be so judgmental towards people, And once again, it's not their fault that these producers choose to put the saddest parts of their lives in their testimonies. That's just show business. It's what gets views, obviously. But I myself find it so inspiring to listen to these stories by all these different people from different walks of life, different areas of the world, different countries. It's insane how many people, different people from all walks of life, different religions, come together for their shared love and appreciation, deep love and appreciation for music. And here they are chasing their dreams, and you sit there judging the fuck out of them for something that's beyond their control. I don't know. That seems kind of like dickish to me, but that's just me. I guess the best thing I can say to James, and it wouldn't even be me saying it, it'd be one of his closest friends saying it to him, is this.
As always, if you guys don't like this video, if you guys do not like me, please don't fucking watch it. You know the drill with that.
Now, obviously, this is definitely on the more milder part of the spectrum as far as the things that he's said on Twitter that has gotten him into trouble in the past. And that's probably the reason why, if you hadn't heard about it, I don't blame you, because it really wasn't picked up by anybody that I know of, as far as the drama channels or anybody for that matter. But because, like I said, I have such a deep understanding and love and appreciation for music, I wanted to talk about it because I just felt like I wanted to talk about it and have my opinion out there. So I would absolutely love listening to the songs that you guys listen to when you guys need that escape, when you guys need that comforting, whether it be a very happy song for your happiest moments or a sad song for your saddest moments. I want to know what you guys listen to, and I want to discover some more music. So if you don't mind sharing this information, put it down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.